Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is Trevor, and today we've got a special show for you. I'm excited about tonight's show because we are going to be talking about Canuck trade rumors. I know, it seems weird because we're at the stage where honestly, it's at the place where you're just sitting there like, who are we going to sign, right? And then it's like all of a sudden, all these things come out of there, and it's like there's all these trade rumors that are flying around. And I mean, it's a little bit wild if you ask me, because it seems like there's not a lot of movement anywhere in the NHL regarding free agents. And then tonight is the night where the Edmonton Oilers lose again. It was 4-1 and come back. It was 4-3 final. The Panthers have a stranglehold on the Edmonton Oilers. I mean, it's 3-0, everyone. Has anyone ever come back from 3-0 in a Stanley Cup final? I don't know. I don't think so. This is bad news for them. Absolutely bad news. So I'm surprised. I'm a little confused. I thought Edmonton was going to continue to have defensive dominance. I mean, they should have come back. They didn't. I mean, this is a Canucks stream. We don't care about the Oilers that much, but we're hockey fans and we care about who wins the cup. And I'm just shocked. I'm in shock, everyone. But I do want to dive into Canuck trade rumors. And obviously, we're going to talk about this big one here with Patrik Laine. Just a reminder, everyone, if you haven't hit that like and subscribe, please do, because I love making Canucks content that is passionate, that is realistic, that is honest. If you like that kind of content, hit the like and subscribe, because that's the kind of stuff I do all the time. As well, follow me on Facebook, X, which used to be Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so let's dive in. Now, I want you to post in the comments. I know a lot of people are already here. They've been posting things already. Which players do you think the Canucks should trade for? So post it in the comments, and I'll get to them after I kind of do this big rant. And just a reminder, I'm doing tons of content. I mean, I've already done tons of content already this offseason. I got a lot more. By the way, happy Father's Day weekend to everyone. If you're a father out there, happy Father's Day to you this weekend. I hope you have a great weekend. Speaking of which, my staff, I work at a place where it's all females and me. And they were so kind. They made me, they got me a card, a Father's Day card, and they got me dairy milk chocolate, and they bought me 2 of these. Look at these guys. The Pop Shop. Have you guys ever, when I was a kid, this was the hugest thing. The black cherry ones are the best. I love cherry anything. I'm a big fan. So I'm gonna drink this on stream. I haven't had a sip of this yet, obviously. Oh my goodness, it is so good. It just reminds me of when I was a kid. Like, honestly, the Pop Shop. Okay. Don't know. It's not like they're all around anymore. It used to be everywhere you went, and it was awesome. This is so stinking good. Okay. But follow and subscribe to keep up to date with all the Canuck conversations. There's so many things going around. I mean, there's tons of trade rumors right now. And just a reminder, I do think this team could look vastly different than last year, depending on who we resign, depending who we trade for, depending what happens. So now the big question that we want to answer tonight, and I know a lot of people are angry about this question, is that should the Canucks target and trade with the Columbus Blue Jackets for Patrik Laine? Now, why is he being linked to the Vancouver Canucks? Because there's 2 reports that came out. One from TSN, forget where the other one come from. And they said that Laine, they're open to trading Laine, which is fine. But because Vancouver needs a winger to play with Pettersson, all of a sudden Vancouver gets linked. Is Vancouver interested? I'm not sure. That is the big question. What is Vancouver willing to dance, willing to have a conversation willing to find out what the cost is. So should the Canucks target and trade the Columbus for Patrik Laine? And it's a good question. Now, I've been watching a lot of like polls on X, on Twitter, and most Canuck fans are like, no, we should not be targeting or trading for Patrik Laine. But there is a world where it is a good idea. Now, let me just show you why. Let's just talk about Laine real quick, okay? Position-wise, he can play center, left wing, or right wing. He shoots right. He's 6'5", 206 pounds. We know he's a beast of a guy. He was drafted number 2 overall in his draft year. I mean, like, he's supposed to be incredible, right? And he just has not lived up to the hype. He has not been the player that everyone is hoping that he'd be. But here's the thing. The reason why is a few things. Actually, we'll get into the contract first. Let's just talk about his contract. So for the next 2, he's signed for the next 2 seasons. His salary is $9.1 million, and his cap hit is $8.7 million for this season and next. His salary is comprised of $2 million in signing bonuses and $7.1 in base salary. And so that's important to know because it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But if you read the comments and hear what people are saying, and what I'm saying is basically the biggest thing to him is his health concerns. In Columbus, his games played in the 4 years he's played in Columbus have been 46, 56, 55, and 18. 18. And 18 was last year. So, like, what are you not concerned about it? I am extremely concerned about that, right? Oh, this is so stinking good. Anyways, Black Cherry, the Pop Shop, let's go for the win. So I'm super concerned. I'm super concerned about his health. I'm super concerned about this massive contract. And then there's 3. The third thing that I'm concerned about is this. What would the trade have to be in return? Who or what would Vancouver have to give up in return to get Laine? That's just a great question to ask, right? It's a realistic question to ask. It's something like, and so if you saw my quick little video, this is where I would love to just go get Gensel. If we're going to pay $8.7 million on a player, let's just go give Gensel 9. Call it a day. Don't have any contract issues in the way of health, of know that he can produce. Like, Laine is a point per game guy when he's healthy. That is just a fact. He scores 30 goals in his sleep. Like, he is talented, but he's basically been a bust from his second overall pick, right? And that is something that is really important to consider. But who would you trade? Like, now, if the answer is Mikheyev, or, like what? Like, what would you have to give? Are you talking Baines? Are you talking Podkolzin? Are you talking Höglander? Are you talking draft picks? We don't have any this year, really, not many at all. For 2025, we have to give up a first rounder. Like, I don't understand what we'd even have to give up for him. We don't have any defensemen. I mean, Hronek would be a possibility. By the way, I went on a long talk about Hronek. I just made a video. I'm going to launch it tomorrow. And I'm talking about the video from tonight. It's kind of complicated now. But I'm talking about all the UFAs and just some ideas and thoughts that I have for them. I know it's the popular thing, but I go through every single UFA that I can remember on the Vancouver Canucks. So that's coming up tomorrow. So stay tuned. I just have to download it, edit it, and throw it up and get it scheduled for tomorrow. So what would the Canucks have to give up? What would you be willing? I mean, if Mikheyev was part of it, then it kind of softens the blow, doesn't it? It softens the blow. but you don't want to pay for 2 years. I mean, Mikheyev has 2 more years on his contract, 4.75 if I remember correctly. I mean, and then so basically you're only paying $4 million a year for Laine. That would be enticing. That would be enticing for sure. Now, if Laine can stay healthy, that is. And then the big question too is, would Pettersson and Laine have good chemistry? The good news is that Laine is talented and he's a big dude, right? He's a big guy. So that helps Pettersson to, work his magic, do what he needs to do. That, I mean, he would be good. Obviously, like if we go back to the Gensel conversation, like I would rather give Gensel 9 and then you didn't have to give up any assets because it's a free agent. But what if the Carolina Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes end up signing Gensel, that he's not available? What do we do to get a winger that's talented to play with Pettersson? So that is a huge deal. A huge deal, everyone. If there's no Gensel, because everyone's like, just go get Gensel. What if he's there? Or what if he's, like the rumors have said, he does not want to come to Canada? There's a lot of people are telling me that in the comments. Others are saying, no, he's willing to come to Canada, blah, blah, blah. What if he just does not land in Vancouver? Are you okay with Laine? I mean, we got to get someone, right? You can't just go back into the year and going, well, we got Mikheyev. So who could it be? Who could it be? Also, another question. Should we be worried that the Jets didn't want him and the Blue Jackets are willing to deal him as well? Again, another red flag. How many red flags do we need? I'm not sure, but we need a lot more black cherries, okay? This is so delicious. Seriously. And I'm not even saying that. This is absolutely fat. I got to take another one. And then, are you okay with this line? Höglander, Pettersson, Laine. When you hear that, do you get excited or does it make you want to vomit? You know what I mean? Like my brother says, I don't want another lazy winger. Oh, those good times. Good times. Tell me how you really feel, brother. I don't think he's interested. I don't mind this line. I don't mind this line. It all depends on how much it costs. It all depends on what's going in return. It all depends if he can stay healthy. And the healthy part is you just can't. How do you know? How do you know if he can stay healthy or not, everyone? That's what I want to know. All right. So I wanted to ask, which players do you think the Canucks should trade for? So this isn't just going to be a video on Laine. I'm going to actually talk about a number of players. But we've been linked to 2 of these players already, Necas, Laine, and I think there's a possibility the Vancouver Canucks could go after Ehlers. Ehlers, I like this guy a lot. I mean, I think I like him more than Laine. I think, like, if I bring up Cap Friendly, by the way, Cap Friendly's not going to last for much longer, apparently. So I need to start with the other on the Puckpedia or whatever. That's awesome. So if you go to, I think Winnipeg, right? Winnipeg. Winnipeg. So $6 million he's going to make this season. He's got a no movement clause. He's got 1 more year remaining, and then he's a UFA following year. What would we have to give up to get him? 28 years old. I mean, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. And we know that he is a right wing, left wing. He's I don't know. I like him a lot, but he's only 6 feet and 172 pounds. I mean, it's basically Pettersson size, right? So I don't know. But if you look at his numbers, yeah, maybe they're not as good. Okay, let me just show you this. What do you guys think about these numbers of Laine? Okay. So 2016, 2017, he's 82 games, 64. Okay. 82 games, 60 the next year. 62 games, 37. 71 games, 58. 47, and then 46. That was in 2021. Then 62, 55. Only 45 games in 22-23. And got 26 points. And then last year, he played a full 82 and scored 25 goals, but only 61 points. Maybe he's not as good as I think. Yikes. I mean, he only makes $6 million, so that's probably right about $6 million piece. But what would you have to give up to get him? Right? What would you have to get up to get Ehlers? Or Ehlers? I don't know how you say that name properly, but anyways, I want to get in. There's like 60 comments in here. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe, please do. I want to dive into your comments. Okay, so we're going to get into Stuart is the first one here, and oh yeah, and I forgot to add Stamkos. Thank you, Stuart, for bringing that up. How do you spell Stamkos? You have to have a K there. Callum. No. Patrick Laine is an overrated, overpaid cancer. Okay. He might be. I mean, maybe he likes playing Fortnite more than he likes playing hockey. I'm not sure. Who cares? Oilers are losing. Sorry, Trev. No on Laine. Full stop. He's Luc Dubois part 2. Yeah, that's scary. That scares me. Brian, obviously, Gensel has to be our guy, right? Gensel has to be our guy. And if you look, I just did a video on go get Gensel, okay? My question is tonight, what if Gensel's not available? What if he doesn't want to come to Vancouver? What if we can't pull it off? What would you do? Would you like to go get Laine? Would you like to go get him? Nothing get done until we're closer to July 1st. That's right. Angelo says the Oilers are done. Toronto did in 1942. Okay. So they came back in 1942. Wow. And Angelo, you did say that the Panthers are going to sweep. Yeah. Okay. 1942. Okay. That's a long time ago, guys. That's great. Almost 100. No, it's not 100 years ago, but it's close. Feels close. Personalized potential Canucks newcomers: Reinhart, Gensel, Lindholm, Brett Pesce, Tyler Toffoli, Nikolai Ehlers. Okay, interesting. First of all, okay, let me go through this list real quick. Okay, Sam Reinhart, love the guy. Why would you leave? I guess if it's got to be through contract complications, but you want to stay in Florida, right? You want to stay in Florida, so that's important. Gensel, again, we've talked to him multiple times. Lindholm, we've offered him 7x7. He's not interested. I think he's out the door, but he could be. All it takes is one conversation, right? Pesce is a defenseman, so that's possible. Tyler Toffoli, cheap and slow, but can score. And then Ehlers. Okay. How do you spell Zadorov? So our hockey team is in Vancouver. Yeah, I know. Zadorov is Z or Z. And then it's I mean, I have so many videos on them, and you can find that out. Just go check on it. Other fans have to bend the knee to Tkachuk on Saturday. Okay. Disrespectful Junior. Good to have you here, my friend. With a healthy Demko she loves and proper trade, we could be good or better next year. Key is proper trade. I agree. Happy Father's Day, Yoda. Your son, Jin Grogu, has tons of potential. Laine is a sniper, still young and on wrong teams. Yep. One time 72 goal scorer. What are we? What is that for real? I got to go look at that. Oh, 72 goals. Actually, I'll just bring this up. Patrick Laine. That 72. I did not know that. Okay. Just quickly looking. Guess I should bring this up so it's not boring for everyone. Where? He didn't score 72, did he? Oh, because they don't show all his? No? I don't think he ever scored 72. I mean 44. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm missing something there. Laine is not a talk type player. Yes. You know what? I've heard a lot of people say that. Yeah, because he doesn't defend well. He doesn't work hard. That's what people say. Japan 4 is in the building. He's a real big fan of Laine as well, as you can see. Cue cards. If Mikheyev is going the other way and we aren't losing a first-round pick, and they're not going to retain salary and take on Mikheyev, let's be honest, then I'm okay with that. Okay, so yeah. He's got injury histories, right? Good to see you, Jorg. Welcome, Jeevan. Not just injury, but alleged drinking and partying too. I didn't know about that, but that's interesting. Drinking too much, playing Fortnite. There's a reason Laine has been bounced around. I agree with that. Not a Paul Maurice guy when he was at Winnipeg. Yep, that does concern me, Del. You're right. Would you give Höglander and Michael? You're probably saying Mikheyev, right? Michael, it must be Mikheyev for Laine. I would consider that deal, but I love Höglander. Mikheyev, Jetwoo for Laine. I would definitely consider that deal. I wouldn't give a bag of pucks for Laine. Please stop. Okay, hey man, it's just a conversation. People are talking about it today. The only thing is we just traded away the same player, Kuzi, didn't we? I know, that's what I'm saying. We should have never traded him away. I miss Kuzmenko. So Mikheyev, Nielsen, and a third and a fifth for Laine, 25% retained. I mean, Q card. Maybe that is an option. Maybe the MJ doll for Laine. Oh, where is he, by the way? Do I have him in here? Oh, yeah, he's right there. The GOAT. The greatest of all time. Trade Mikheyev and Höglander with half of Laine's salary retained. I mean, I don't know if they would do that, but if they do, I mean, basically you're getting him for free then, right? Jeff, you're right. It's a huge minus. If Columbus is not willing to retain any salary, I don't see any team that will make this trade. I agree. So, yeah, I mean, you guys seem to be open to it if they retain some salary. So, Laine is a one-way player that can't play defense. Okay, cousin Vinny. I don't know. I don't know like why we would go after him then, right? I mean, people are just linking him to us right now, and Dells thinks he's correct. Nanaimo Shoe Repair is loving that the Oilers are down 3-0. We need Corey Perry to get to the finals and lose. Do I think that Corey Perry is retiring? Probably, but I mean, who knows? Yeah, we got to get those brooms out for the Oilers. He is not in a timeout. He's just right here, man. He's right here. Everyone relax. We should trade for Dylan. We don't have to trade for Dylan. He's a UFA, my friend. Perry deserves another season with the Oilers. Okay, let's keep on trade topic. Thanks, personalized. Appreciate it. Canuck fans are classier than this. Should be classier than this. Trash talk is trash talk, but we haven't earned the right after losing. I mean, we lost to the Oilers. It's just disappointing because we beat Florida twice this year. We actually beat them in both of our meetings. So we too bad we didn't beat them. It's bad. So apparently, Trev didn't like him stealing the limelight. Hey, Sakaris and Price. Good to have you guys here. It's probably Grady, right? By the way, Grady, I'm still open to having you on the show. I'd love to have you on the show. But what about the middle tier of free agent forwards? Bertuzzi, DeBrusk, Toffoli, Arvidsson. Yeah, to everyone. I actually am open to a number of those players. I love the Bertuzzi one the most, in my opinion. I love the way he plays. And I think he could play with Miller and Besser or Pettersson and whoever else is on that wing. See, like if it was Bertuzzi, Pettersson, and Toffoli, I actually like that line a lot. That'd be really awesome. DeBrusk, I'm really not sure of at them. I still feel like I need to do more comments on it, or not comments, more research on it, because I'm a little concerned. I like him as a player, but his production's has not been great. But I do appreciate this. Arvidsson, I like him a lot too. Getting older though, right? Turbine, I don't know. He's okay. I mean, what do you think? What do you think? I would love to know more. What do you think on that? Callum, no Laine, Tocchet would destroy him. Like, yeah, it's probably true. Turbine and Nacious, please. Okay. I mean, all depends on how much they cost, right? Cousin Vinny, Dylan would be great on defense. I think if we don't get Zadorov, even though I'm convinced we're getting Zadorov, we'll go get Dylan. Yeah, he's middle tier. He is middle tier. Who would play well? Who would he play well with? Miller? No, I think Toffoli would be playing with Pettersson. But Angelo, you're right. He's slow. And that's exactly why I don't think we're going to get Toffoli, is because Alvin said a winger that's quick and that can score, right? Good point. Price. Yep. Higher end middle. Yep. I like that. Thanks for clarifying. Make an offer for Jake DeBrusk. I mean, what would he cost? Right? Yeah, let's look at that again. Actually, I don't waste our time. We'll talk about Jake DeBrusk another day for a lot, but yeah, I agree. It's not trash talk. Oilers on the verge of being swept. It's true. If Trev was green, didn't wear caps all the time, and had pointy ears, he'd be. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm way bigger than him, but Shannon, it's so good to have you here. Okay, Jimmy, Petey, Lindholm, Laine, make it happen. Oilers lose. Yes, no suspensions or fines to the Oilers. What a shock. Karma is, yeah. Okay, first of all, Petey, Lindholm, and Laine, that would be pretty cool. I just don't think we can afford that. Okay. Yeah, Sakaris in the chat, guys. Sakaris. Is it Seekers in the chat? Sakaris? Okay, I feel Petey and Ellers would click for some reason. Yeah, I know, but like, okay, think about, okay, so it's instead of Höglander, Pettersson, and Laine, we go Höglander, Pettersson, and Ehlers or Ellers. And here's the thing, that's a small lineup, guys, and it's great for the regular season. But postseason, you need some size there. I'm just saying. I mean, you need guys who are going to play too that aren't just going to be hurt. I do like Stamkos a lot, but I think you're right. He wants to stay out in the East. Yeah, like, are you thinking he's going to want to be in Toronto or Montreal? He has stated his kids have the same friends, and it would hurt them to have them to leave. Yeah, exactly. That's the hard part of being a hockey player. That's the sucky part. I think he just wants to stay in Tampa, honestly. I think he will stay in Tampa, but boy, I would love it if he was a Vancouver Canuck. That'd be so cool. Wow, back then the Leafs could actually come back and not choke. Yeah, 1942 though. Been a minute. Oh, Scotland tomorrow versus Germany. Ah, interesting. My voice just cracked there too. That's hilarious. Yeah, talk about underdogs, right? Sam Reinhart would have to take a massive lower contract to stay in Florida, as Barkov and Kachuk will earn higher salaries, and it all depends on what happens with the other Florida players who are UFAs. I know. True. When Trev leads back to drink pot, yeah, I understand. Zadorov, yeah, no, we're all, yeah. This is how you spell Zadorov, everyone. Just so you know. Do you think there's any chance we'll sort of see Markstrom back in Vancouver? The answer is very simple. No, there's not. Why in the world would Vancouver do that? First of all, he makes $6 million. Second of all, we don't need him. Third of all, we don't need him. Yeah. He technically a Canuck right now? I guess so. I guess he becomes a free agent July 1st. So technically, yeah. I still think there's hope. Personalized. Sending a case of pop right now. Just need his address. You're welcome, Shannon. Our chat's awesome tonight. I heard Zadorov's agent was not talking. There's a lot of people not talking right now. I mean, Joshua and Joshua's agent hasn't been talking to him. And now it's all of a sudden heating up again. And it just seems like the roller coaster all the time. Woo! What am I doing with my hands? The only player to score 72 is Solani, and it was his rookie year. That's right. That's what I was thinking. Callum, he did score 70. He never scored that, man. I just checked his stats. He never did. Laine had 70 points at most in the season. Okay, we gotta end this debate, everyone. We gotta end the debate. Let's bring it back. Bring it back. Let's run it back, everyone. Okay. So he hit 70 points in his second season. That's the highest he's ever gotten. He scored 44 goals. Everyone thought he was going to be the next Ovechkin. I remember those days. 36 goals, 44. Then he's at 30, 28. I mean, he can score. He can score, but he doesn't get many. He doesn't pass very much. He's a scorer, everyone. And how many of those? Like, he had 20 power play goals. That's insane. That's insane. 15 there, 8. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be tough to really move there, but we'll see. Big Chuck. I should have been chosen first. Yeah, right. Yeah, no. When you guys come up and see the Nanaimo Night Owls play, let me know. I'm not here this weekend to do that, but disappeared in 1952. Okay. Okay, Canucks say they have high expectations for Lecker-Mackey in 2024-25 season if he can pass camp, a potential third liner who can easily work his way into the second line. Yeah, that's the plan, right? Hopefully it works. I think if Gensel isn't available, they got to go Tervainen and Nashus as a pair. Okay, I like it. Don't care about wingers. What free agent D men are we bringing in? That's a good question. Depends which one we sign. So it all depends. But I'll do a deep dive into that sooner than later. Bertuzzi will either go to the Kraken or Yotes. Really? I think the Maple Leafs will re-sign him personally, but we'll see. Laine replacing Lindholm as third line center? No, I don't think so. He'll be a winger. I think it's going to go Miller, Pedersen, and then P.S. Suter is going to be that third line center. That's my guess. I mean, maybe they'll do Bluger. Maybe that's what they'll do. Brendan Dillon and maybe Joel Edmondson on cheap deal. That's possible. You ought to do a CFT Canada stream for a cup. No, thanks, man. I'm good. I'm good. I really love to see the Canucks go for Ehlers. Yeah, there would be some excitement there. I'm just worried about his size. Guys, we need Jake. That's for sure. Like Jake Gensel. Yeah, I mean, if he's available. I thought Toffoli went to a different team from the Canucks. Okay. DeBrusk is secure in Boston. I don't think he's secure. There's a lot of teams seem to be, or a lot of media guys are saying that he's going to be available. Bring in Crosby for Petey. As much as I love that idea, I wouldn't do that deal. I would do Petey for Bedard in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even think about it. I would drive him to the airport. But yeah. Mikheyev is fast and will score next season. No more bouts. I think Mikheyev is we're stuck with him for next season and season after. Trust me, Ehlers is horrible to watch. He is. Same with Laine. Jets are my second team, so I know. Trust me. Okay, that's good. That's good analysis there. We need bring in that superstar type player to play with Pettersson. Put Suter in the third line center spot and look for a winger for the Miller line and a fourth line center. I don't think we need a fourth line center at all. I think Amon can play fourth line center. I think you can bring back Bluger on a $1.92 million deal. Totally can do that. And we do not need a fourth line center. But yes, if we put Suter in at the third line, Amon the fourth, we need to get another winger. So, Lyndon, good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you back. DeBrusk wants to stay in Boston, and with the current Bruins players close to retirement, it is a good chance DeBrusk stays part of the momentum and potential rebuild. Okay, we'll see. PD and Ehlers is a nightmare line. Two softies, yeah. I'm worried about that. Vancouver should bring in Costin, Clem. Complev. I gotta learn, think more about that one. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's small, man. I didn't disk Sakaris and Price. I know. I love those guys. They're one of my favorites. And I'm really hoping Grady comes on the channel. Yeah, he did strike again. Man, this Pop Shop Black Cherry, I'm not getting sponsored by them, but I should. Someone should reach out and say to them, listen, RevTrev loves your stuff, and I can give away these online or something. I don't know. I guess I don't need to because they don't need to because I just promoted it with everybody. 50 Cent's going to be awesome with 52,000 people at the BC Lions this weekend, right? A friend of mine just messaged me and said, you want to go? He had a free ticket. I don't know if it was free for me, but he had 2 tickets. And I'm like, I would love to go, but I'm actually away this weekend, so I can't do that. So that sucks. But it doesn't suck because I'm going with my son and my wife to Seattle because it's his big basketball tournament. So I'm pumped. I'm so pumped to go away this weekend. We're going to have a blast together. There are no curses. I bet you $1 million that you can never prove or find a real curse. Yeah, it's too hard. Solani had 76 goals. Okay. Yeah. I remember him having a ton big chuck. So thanks for clarifying that. So what do we do with PD number 40? I'm worried that he is not going to produce. I'm worried about that too. But we have the whole year to trade him. If he's got a no trade clause, he doesn't have his trade clause, doesn't kick in yet. So I'm not sure. I don't think those trade rumors are going to go away, Shannon. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe he does turn around. Maybe he becomes the guy that we're all hoping. I'm nervous. Hughes, Tanev, Zadorov, Clennington, Dylan, Edmondson next year. That could be a combo. You like DeBrusk. He's a tough kid. Okay. Ryan's here. Anyone else sick of all the rumors and just want regular season to start again? Yes. I mean, to be honest, Ryan, I get what you're saying. There isn't a lot of new content or in regards to UFA signings. Once those dominoes start falling, I think July 1st is going to be very interesting. And I think the week before July 1st is going to be very interesting as well. So even the next 2 weeks, I think these next 2 weeks, we're going to see some really stuff. We do nothing with PD because we are fans. We do nothing except show love, wear his name and number on his jersey, and cheer for him next season. That's all we can do. No. Personalized. Come on, bro. You know what it's gonna be like. She's got a legit concern. She's got a legitimate concern. As fans, we can complain. We can say that we want him traded. We can say, no, we think he's going to turn it around and he's going to be great. There's all kinds of options here. But you're right. We can't do anything because we're not the GMs. I get it. Good night, Nanamo Shoe Repair. Good to see you. Yeah, he's technically true, but we can do a lot of things. A1, welcome. They need fast D-men that can move the puck. Okay. Our defense wasn't a problem this year. They were big and they could move pretty good. I don't think you need a whole bunch of Quinn Hughes guys. I think you need size and skill. So I think you need Zadorov back. I think they're going to probably try to bring Tyler Myers back. It's going to be interesting. I'm just sick of seeing our 7 teams in Canada not getting Stanley Cup. I don't care what team gets it first as long as it happens very soon. Next 2 years, Oilers, Maple Leafs are most... What? Dude, I think the Canucks are closer than the Maple Leafs. I'm just saying. You cannot win a Stanley Cup without goaltending. Both those teams do not have goaltending. I'm sorry. It's just a fact. They're not winning. Edmonton's not winning because they don't have the goaltending. Guys, girls, understand that is basic Stanley Cup, knowledge. Okay. I mean, if Columbus really wants to get rid of Laine, it might not take much more than McKayev, and I think Alvin might do this, get rid of McKayev. I mean, would you do it? I would consider that. PD, McKayev, and Höglander for Jack. Oh, anything for Jack and Luke Hughes, I'm in. U.S. tied Brazil today. Okay, that's good to know. That's why I have a jersey with his name on it. Yeah, she doesn't want him to get traded. She just wants him to play better. Superstars don't want to play for Vancouver. Superstars don't want their millions cut in half because of the taxes. Superstars want New York, LA, Florida, or Dallas. It's true, but not all those teams are looking for players. Not all of them can afford it. So they have to come to other places. Right, Dell? I'll drink to that. Exactly. Let's go Canucks get it. Why don't we cheer for the Canucks to win it? Which you do, I know. No, we all need a dirtbag buzzsaw who we are embarrassed that plays for us type kind of player. Like who? Mike, yeah, a lot of people are saying this. We hope we won't go for Laine. Yeah. Seriously, Oilers looking like they're going to... I mean, seriously, what kind of disappointment? What are they going to say? Oh, at least we made it there. It's like, at least we didn't get swept. Pop Shop Black Cherry is Mrs. Callan. Oh, really? I didn't know. Well, say hello to her for me. And I'm enjoying this as much as she does. Don't drink pop. Too much sugar. Okay. Sounds good. I don't drink coffee either. Is that good? Is that okay? It's got too much caffeine, and I actually just don't like it. Pop Shop is a diabetes away. Really? Let me just look at this. Compared to every other pop, is how much is this? I'm going to compare it to a different pop when I go there. Or soda, as the Americans like to say it. 52 grams of 52 grams of sugar, it says. That's a lot. Toronto might be cursed. I don't know. I just think they need a goalie. Until they get one, I'm not picking them to win anything. No, yeah, we don't have the shop, like a full shop. It's just in some of the stores. Yeah, my grandparents got Pop Shop in a red crate. Yeah, me too. You never see Grogu drinking a pop, a true role model. Okay, sounds good. I'm just ready for some Canucks hockey again. Ryan, I hear you, man. It was a great season too. I remember 35 years ago drinking Happy Pop. Happy Pop ended up being the crush drinks for Pepsi. I didn't know that. Interesting. I was in Edmonton, Alberta. I remember the Pop Shop. Okay, yeah. Would you trade Höglander and Podkolzin if teams called about them? And what would you ask for in return? I'm curious on your thoughts and your opinion. I like Höglander and Podkolzin a lot. I'm a huge Podkolzin fan. I just don't know if he is NHL ready. He's kind of like Laine in the way, like he was a top 10 pick and just has been a bust so far. Like has not panned out, does not have the scoring ability. Like Laine actually has scoring ability. He just has defensive issues and can't stay healthy issues. I like Podkolzin. I want to keep him. But what can we get in return? I don't know. I don't think either one of those guys has lots of value, so I'm not sure. Save on Foods has it. Okay. Let's make McDavid an offer too early. Fifth line center. I mean, it all depends. Again, comes down to like if we trade McKayev away, basically we're just paying $4 million extra to get Laine. It all depends if they're going to retain salary. He might be. I'm just not sure yet. The way it's set up right now, I say no, but it's possible. Yeah, I'm not throwing his jersey on the ice. I just sold mine. I did. I sold it. I was good. Does Lecker make the power play out of Cam next year? He could, but I'm not sure. A lot of people think like Nick does. They do not think Laine is worth it. Canucks and Jets are the closest. We made it without a starter to R2G7. What does that mean? Canucks are distant third. A distant third, bro. Are you kidding me right now? Lack of defense? More like lack of shooting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, personalized. I think that we're closer than Toronto is. I'm just saying. Yeah, you wouldn't do that, Shannon. I know that about you. So you think they're gonna bring in Hot Dog Phil this up? No, I don't. I never thought we were gonna bring him in anyways, but I did content just because everyone else wanted to do that. Teams need strengthening, want the cup, spend the money, and cut those who cut the team with a minus rather than a plus. Okay. Mike says Oilers rebuild starts next offseason. Draisaitl is leaving. Maybe. I thought he was going to leave if they didn't make the finals. Now that they made the finals and got a taste, he might stay. But what are you going to pay him? $13 million? And then McDavid, I don't know how you can afford all that. Yeah, that's what the Oilers can say. At least we made it there. This was a cup or bust season. Well, they're busting. McDavid said it himself, and it was a bust. I'm enjoying every minute. Okay. I don't know if I'm enjoying it. It kind of makes me a little happy. I do like Florida a lot, but Kessel's retired. Yeah. Also, do you think Poolman will be back, or if we could trade him? I do not think he'll be back, and I do not think we're going to trade him. That's just my quick analysis on there. Yeah, that was quite popular, I think, personalized, that it was cup or bust. That's where the phrase hit. Miss McCallum is losing her mind over sea monkeys as we speak. My buddy brought her a starter kit on her birthday on Tuesday. Oh, nice. Happy birthday to her, by the way. Toronto's problem is money management. Spending all your money on 5 guys is not the right move at all. It just feels like at least they're spending money on their stars, right? Like, remember when Vancouver, we spent money on our 4th line? Beagle, Roussel, and Eriksson was unbelievable. Like, people want to criticize Toronto, but like, we got to look in the mirror too, right? Now, new management, it's not Benning. I think we'll pay we are paying our stars. I will drink to that as I already have Davey. Oh, okay. Yikes. Hope that you've been feeling better, by the way. Wait a minute. Was it you that was? No, it was Carol that wasn't feeling good. Shannon, it's good to have you here. Love having you here too. Hope everyone, you gotta pray for Carol. She is she messaged in one of the streams that she's not doing well. So I need Canucks hockey soon. I am losing my mind. I know it's hard. It's hard. It's going to be a while. Callum, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to still keep on making Canucks content throughout the summer, but I'm also going to be focusing a lot on the NFL. Just that's going to be where my mind is going until Canucks hockey gets back. So Hugs does have value. I don't know what's the right number for Zadorov. I think it's 5 times 5. I would be all in on that. I'd be happy. Anything below 5, anything around 5, 5.2, 5.5. I'd even go as high as 5.5. But that's just my personal opinion. I just think he needs to come back. That's sign Zadorov right now. That's what I keep saying. So Shannon's missing Canucks hockey too. Podkolzin, time to show what he can do on the 3rd line. Yes, he needs to do that. I mean, he's going to basically, if Joshua goes, it's got to be Podkolzin there, right? Yeah, there's a Canuck golf charity tournament coming up. Next time to see some Canuck players. Yeah, yep, that's awesome for Canuck Place. It means round 2, game 7. Okay. Laine is another Kuzmenko. I know, and I miss Kuz a lot. Rumors on him don't make sense at all. Where is it happening? I'm not sure. This is the dates. No. If you think if Demko has another long-term injury next year, Vancouver considers trading him for a healthier goalie, maybe Swayman for Demko, 1-for-1. I don't think Swayman will be back. I think he's going to get traded to somewhere this offseason. But we might. I think Shelovs will become the number 1 if this happens. And then Demko will be the backup. But I think Demko is going to come back healthy. I think he's going to have a great year. Canucks need to feast on Florida players if they can. OEL may be available. Okay. Yeah, just look it up. Luongo gets a cup ring. I'm happy for Florida. Okay. Would you give top prospects and a first for Brady? Like Brady Tkachuk? I would consider it. I liked Brady Tkachuk a lot. I think he's a playoff guy. He's 16, 22. I don't know what this is about now. I'm happy Florida stressed is out the door. I don't know what that means. Can we get Draisaitl instead of Gensel? That would be awesome. I like the way Oilers are built with a lot of Canadian talent, but still don't like the Oilers. Okay, 5th line center. I get it. Wonder what fanboy Luke Gazik is thinking now, and his team is on the brink. Oh man, he must be eating humble pie, right? Retirements, UFAs. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Carol, get better soon. Right. We're not leaving him. I'm ready for the NFL. I am so ready. Can't wait for it to start. I hate OTAs and minicamp. So boring. Never said they were leaving. I'm just saying this cup or bust. Yep. I have subscribed to my. Oh yeah, I have an NFL channel. It's RevTrev NFL. Please check it out, everyone. Haven't done a lot of content on that here because I've been doing so much Canucks content, but I haven't been inspired. So I'm starting to get inspired. I've got some pretty cool stuff planned for my RevTrev NFL channel coming up soon. Who else is really satisfied watching the Oilers lose? I don't know if I'm satisfied with it. It does make me a little happy just because they beat us, but hot take, Marner and Markstrom end up in Carolina. Wow, that is a hot take. I like it. Heavenly Father, Jesus, Lord, and Holy Spirit, heal our sister Carol and give her a peace beyond understanding. May you be glorified in her circumstance. Amen. Amen. Callum, we're praying for Carol. Yeah, let's cheer on Carol. I don't even know if she's going to watch this, but she'll know. Yeah, Callum's bro. I'm shocked Bieksa hasn't roasted. He did tonight. What team does he like? He says, Q cards. He's gonna roast him like all next year or something like that for sure. But he already did bug him tonight on the cast. You can just check it out on Twitter or on YouTube, I think. You heard the Packers suck. Is that true? That is not true. It is not true. We made the playoffs. We beat the number 2 seed, and we lost to the 49ers by 3 points. That was if that's sucking, please let me know, because I think that's been a successful year. Oh man, what a great year! I love being a Packers fan. Honestly, love being a Packers fan. But last year was really fun to watch, and we didn't need to win the Super Bowl to have a good year. But I'm expecting we're going to be even better this year. But you know, that joke backfired. By the way, I'm ready for those. Okay, Euro updates. Okay, I'm excited for the Steelers this season. Lots of moves. Russ Wilson. My prediction is this: Justin Fields becomes the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. That's mine. Yeah, Carol, get well soon. All the Canucks channels love you. Yep, we do. Angelo, good to see you. All right, have a good night. Thanks for coming out. Can't wait for it tonight. And was nothing. It's Bieksa we're talking about here. Okay. Yeah, get well soon. Callum, the Bills. I've liked the Bills a lot. They have like no wide receivers like they did from last year. So I'm very interested to see how they're going to do. Bieksa and Kessler joining Canuck staff next year. Let's go. That'd be awesome. Okay, subbing to your NFL channel, interested in your takes. Mostly is Packers content, but I do all kinds of, I love just talking about the NFL. I love talking about the NFL, so check it out. Okay, everyone. So I have to get this other video uploaded, so I need to do that. By the way, personalized, before I do that, I'm going to the Green Bay Seattle Seahawks game this year. A friend of mine has season tickets. We're going together, and it's going to be my second time seeing my Packers in Seattle. So I think it's December 15th, if I'm correct on that. So yeah, I'm pumped, man. I love watching DK Metcalf. He's amazing. The Packers should have drafted him. I did a video. Why didn't the Green Bay Packers draft Metcalf? It's an awesome video. I'll have to find it for you and send it to you. It's amazing. That's from a number of years ago. It's such a good video. Hoping BC gets to the Grey Cup this year. That would be awesome. Guys, Wilson is going to carry the Steelers to the Super Bowl. Yeah, right. I mean, maybe they've had bad quarterback play and still make playoffs. So yeah. Anyways, got to go because I got to make this video. I got to upload it, and then we're heading out to Seattle this weekend. So want to make sure that you guys have some content. It's been an hour with you. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. And of course, always, go Canucks. Go.